Okay, I'm going to set up to do the pistons, and the stock I have, I don't have any stock that I can fit in a 5C collet, so I need to remove and put the 3-jaw on. Take and knock out disconnect my linkage in the back here. Take the linkage off, basically. And pull out the 5C collet tube. Put it up on the rack. And then I'll need a piece of bar stock to knock that out of there. So just take a piece of bar stock from the back side and just give it a wrap with a piece of bar, aluminum bar. Don't want to use steel and mar it all up. So yeah, that's the 5C collet adapter. It adapts the taper to a 5C collet taper. Put that up there. Now we'll get the 3-jaw out. Make sure that that's clean and clean on the chuck. And stick that in the holes. Grab the chuck key. I usually go around first time just snug, and then once I have them all just snug, then I put the final oomph on it and tighten them up. Cam locks. Okay, and I can remove my board, my safety board, and I have some pieces that are going to turn into pistons here, I hope. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and turn a 1-inch spud on there to fit my collets, and then I'm going to switch back to the collets. I'd rather work with my 5C collets than in the 3-jaw and spoil. And I think this is 1 1/4 inch. I need to take 250 thou off. Calipers here. Actually, that's 1.5 inches. Got to take a 1/2 inch off there. There's just a couple of pieces of drop in that I had laying. I'm going to switch tools to a high speed from my carbide. I can figure out where I laid it up on top here. I need to take and touch it up, because when we were working on the flywheels, we hit that hardened spot and messed up the end. So I'll just go over here and give it a quick touch up. And then I'm going to put just the tiniest radius on it. I put just a small radius on it. So now stick that in. Alright, I'll set my tool height. down a little bit. A little more. That's pretty good right there. All right, good. And we'll commence the turning here. And for that, I'm going to go 1,000 RPM. Whoop, can't go that far. I'm going to hit my back of my cutter. That's okay. Actually, I think instead of going back to my 5C collet, I am going to pull this out so I can just go ahead and turn the whole piston up right here. So I just need to pull it out a little ways. I'm going to have at least an inch right there. All right. And where are we at? We are at 350, 250, 150, going 200. Stop it before it slings it all over the place. That's one thing I don't like about running any kind of stuff is blowing crap around. That should be 150 now, I believe I said. Yep. So what I want to end up with is about 1.5 thou to 2 thou, actually 1 thou to 1.5 thou underside, under the piston or the cylinder diameter. So I'm going to grab a snap gauge and check that. Grab a snap gauge here, quick check the cylinder diameter. I can't remember what I ended up with. Whoop. Try it again. Alright, now I'll get the brake. And we have 1 inch and about 1 inch 11 is where I want to go. Let me get my mic out here. And we want to go to 1 inch 11. What did I say it was? 1 inch 152. So I'm going to go 100 thou. Dirty buttered. I just love it when it does that. Not. 1 inch 11 is what we want, and we are at 50. 1 inch 53. That should take us down to 23. Actually, it's 1 inch 25. 1 inch 25. So we want to go 5, 10, 14 thousandths. Okay, 10, 14 thousandths. That should be good right there. So face that end off. That's the way if I can. And now, this is going to be the top of the piston here. So I'm going to put my ring grooves in. I need to round up a cutter for that. I need a 62 thou wide. Let's see what I got here. See what this one is. Well, that's actually 50 thou. I could just go plunge in and move it 12. I think that's what I'm going to do. And for the ring groove diameter, we want to go down to 875. Set this in here. Get it fairly straight. Come up here and turn this, and then I'm going to come in and hit the E-stop. I want to get that end, the bottom of the groove straight, so it's good right there. Back up. Now I gotta set the height. What do I do with my scale? Here it is. Well, that looks pretty good right there. So, we know that that's 50 thou. I'm going to come over here and touch on the end. And 0. And then I'm going to move my 50 thou. And the first ring groove, the wall is going to be, I think I went 80 thou. Yep. 80 thousandths. So 50, 60, 70, 80. And now we are at 1:11. I got to figure out what I need to go here. 11, and I want to end up with 875. We're pretty close to that. So 136 thousandths I want to go in. So come up here. Go on, touch. Come on, touch. Right there. Zero my dial. And I want to go 136, so I need my point. There's 100. 20. 30. 4. 6. All right. Now I'm going to move over 12 thousandths. 10, 12, and then go back in. Alright, zero my travel indicator on the back. Now I'm leaving, I'm going to leave 90 thou in between them. So I'll go to 50, and then go 90. Right there. And zero that. I'm just going to double check to make sure that I did that right. Yep, looks good. Now, what did I say, 136? There's 100. 20. 32. 4. it. Back out. Move over 12 thou. And plunge back in. And now I want to just knock the edges off of them. I don't want a big chamfer, just I'm looking for my little flat. I got a small file here. I'll get a that pattern file here. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave it like that, and what I'm going to do is turn the next one up, and then we're going to put the 5C collet back on, and then I'm going to part it off and get the right length, and then we'll go over to the mill. Actually, yeah, well, we can do that. There'll be enough room to drill a hole and chuck on it. So I will part it off, get it the right length, and then drill across to the wrist pin hole. And then once I get the wrist pin hole drilled in, then I can flip it around and mill the backside of it. Actually bore part of it down, and then the last bit around the wrist pin will be just a pocket that I'm milling in. So that's the plan. So anyway, I'm just going to do one more, just like what we just did here. And once I get that done, and then get the 5C collet back on, and I'll be back. Okay, I put the 5C collet back in. Got the two pistons made. They're both identical. Well, actually they're not. One is about a thou smaller than the other. So I'm just going to slide them into the collet here. Snug fit. And I want to part that off. Ugh. You know, they're 10 thou. I wonder if I got a... I don't think I have any collets that are over an inch. So it'll work. I think what I'm going to do is measure from here down to there. Make sure that I have enough that I can set the part off blade in there. Okay, I've got 1 inch 100 exactly. 1 inch 100 from there to there, so part off blade in. Alright, let's line this up. Alright. The part off blade is the blade that I'm going to be using is 90 thou, so I'm going to try to take some off of the bigger diameter. Okay. Plus I need to pull it out. And so I can reach. There's as far as I can go in. We want to go just a little beyond. And tighten that up. Tighten that up. Back up. Go over. Set my height. Still got to go down. Need to get the pliers enough. That one, the screw on this is messed up on the height. Right. That should be about right. That's pretty close right there. So now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to brush this back edge. I don't want to undersize it. Actually, I think I'm going to try to take just about a full cut. And get my coolant over here. Hopefully it won't splash on the camera. Yeah, I'm going to back the camera up. Back the camera up a little bit. Might be getting close. And we're running at 1,000 RPM, an 1.5" diameter that this started out to be. So, just in case you're curious at what RPMs I'm running, but that's what I was running. I might have a difficult time getting that out of that collet. I'll have to take the collet all the way out, I'm sure. Now I'm going to face it off until the flange is gone. And get my tool back in there. Alright, so now I'm going to have to take the collet out in order to get that out of there, I'm sure. Grab it with pliers once and see if I want to mar it all up. But the corner here won't matter because it's... Yeah. I could probably tap it out with my bar that I tap out the adapter once. Let's see if I can stick that in the backside here and push it out. If I had a 1 1/16 or 1/64 collet, I'd be all set, but I don't have one. So that 1" collet is not really meant for. That's not so bad. Alright, so I want to end up with around 1 inch. It can be a little longer. I'd like to have it right around 1 inch. And it's 1.70 inch, so I got 70 thousandths to take off of there. So we'll stick it back in there. Where's my little tapper? Here we go. Alright. Tighten that back up. Touch. 0. 50. Another 70. And now I want to knock the edge off. And we'll knock it out of there. So, there we go, piston blank. So the next step is going to be to put it in 5C collet on the mill. Actually, I don't even need to put it in a 5C collet on the mill. Yes, I do. Because I want the pocket that I mill in there so that the rod fits in there correctly. I guess I wasn't thinking here. Well, I should be able to clamp it right here out in the end, drill, and not take it out, and bring it up, and then mill the pocket. Before that, though, I think I should bore the depth that I want to bore into it yet, too. I'm going to face the other one off and make that decision at what I want to do. Oh, before I put it in there, I want to measure. What I got here. Do the same thing or something different? Oh yeah, this one's an inch 270, so I can easily come in. Besides, I don't have to take a cut on a big diameter with the part off blade. Right there. Part off tool. Okay, so where did I set that at? Right here. I normally set that stuff down. Alright, so I can just come in on the back side, touch, and I'll have plenty of room. So, we'll part this one off. Okay, now I'm going to knock it out of there, check the length, and cut it to length. See what we got for length. We have 1 inch 165, so I need to take off 165 thousandths off to the end of it. Here in touch. There's 50. There's 100. And we're going to go 40 and then just get into 65. And 65. 365. Break the edge. And knock it out there. Alright. So we got the 2 blanks made. So now I want to figure out how far I want to bore in on the back side, because part of this is the skirt part is going to be bored into probably about there, and then that last bit around the hole will be a pocket the width of the rod. You know, I wonder if I need to really do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's the way I've been making all my pistons, so I'll continue to do that, and they work. So let me just get a quick measurement here off my CAD file, and we have 3/8 of an inch. I want to go in about 3/8 of an inch. So stick it in this way this time. Lock that. Alright, so how do I want to do that? Do I just want to plunge in with an end mill, or with a boring bar? I want to drill it. I'm going to try it with an end mill, I think. No, I'm not. I'm gonna drill it. And I'm gonna drill it and then bore it. So, what's the biggest drill that I can use in there? I can actually plunge in with a 3/8 drill there. I'll go with a 359. And I'm going to go about 500 each. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with a 375. My son real push it in. And I'm going to slow the RPM down a little bit. I'm going to drop down to 600. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I'm going to get the boring bar set up. And what do I want to use for that? I think I'll use this one. Homemade. This is a homemade job here. Alright, so now I want to do the same thing as setting the OD tools and set my height. I'm just going to come up the same way as I pinch the tool. It's got to go down just a little bit. Still. Pretty good right there. Alright. Come in and touch. I want to go in 375 thousandths from there. I'm cranking in. I don't want to make it take quite that much on the first cut. Pick the RPM back up. One, 2, 3, 50, 60, 70, 5. Alright, crank out. 200. 1, 2. Uh-oh. It rolled it up on me a little bit. Didn't get no coolant in there. And we'll take a pretty good cut. Alright. I gotta look at the end of my tool here. Well, it looks alright. It's acting like it's loaded up yet. Not chipped. I'm going to make sure I'm still at 0. So I'm going to have to crank it in a little bit. Can't be so aggressive, I guess. We'll go 110. One, 2, 3, 75, 700. One, 2, 3, 75. I want about 100 thou skirt thickness. Not real critical, but, and we're actually at about 65 thou now. This should be about, yep, it's about 870. I think I'll just take a clean up cut of 10 thousandths. Go down to the depth and face the bottom. Okay, and I want to just slightly divert that. I got a stone here. Good enough. Good enough. See, now we've got to mill a pocket in there yet for where the rod will ride, or basically it keeps the rod centered. For the rod to ride on. Actually, you know, I think I could have went a little deeper. Well, we'll see that if once I get the pocket milled in there for the rod. We'll see that. Alright, what did I do with them? Oh, right here. Duh. Let's see. Do this all over again. I think I'll cut away again, and I'm going to do the same thing on this one, and then when I'm over on the mill setting up to drill a hole and mill the pocket, I'll come back.